This is a presentation of LX Ventures. LX trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under ticker LXV. I scaled this into a 3-month chart because the stock traded pretty sporadically leading into this time period. You can see it's starting to pick up a little bit more, especially over this last month. Quick look down at volume. You can see it's coming in much more regularly. Still pretty thinly traded. This is a very low float, low outstanding share play, high insider holdings. That's something to always keep in mind because that means the stock can move very easily in either direction with little amounts of buying or selling pressure. And that's reflected right through here over the course of just a few weeks and probably a grand total of a couple 100,000 shares traded. Stock moved from around highs up around 32 cents all the way down. Now it's found a nice base around 18 cents and last few days starting to move upward. And we'll take a quick look at some key indicators of momentum and trend, because what I'm seeing is oversold conditions that look like they're starting to climb upward with this share price. Now what I mean by that, it's a full stow, it's a gauge of momentum. See, actually almost right off the charts here, trending right around zero, slowly starting to make its way upward. Key points are the middle of that indicator, this line right through here around 50. But the stock's been in an oversold condition for a long time, and now it looks like it's starting to creep its way upward. A break through 20 is the first sign of a little bit of bullish momentum coming into the play. And of course, ultimately, you want to see it break through 50 to show that truly bullish, truly strong momentum is in the play. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, it's a real common indicator used to gauge momentum. Again, dipping down low in an oversold position, baselined. Now looks like it's starting to possibly climb back upward a little bit. I want to see that uptrend continue as the stock price tries to move. Again, to show that there's bullish momentum building in the play. It's in a classic bottom play position right now. I want to see it make that move, break up through 30, 40, and ultimately through 50 to show the bulls are taking control of momentum. Right now, one thing that I'm really paying attention to is this little upward trend that's happening through here. I'm using an E-Trade chart. Stock Charts doesn't have this in their library. E-Trade actually calls this divergence. On Stock Charts, you see it as a histogram bar. Histogram bar moving upward tells me that the 12 EMA is moving closer to the 26 EMA, which would have me looking for a bullish cross of the 12 breaking through the 26. It's a widely used indicator because it's very reliable in showing shifts in trend. So as this histogram is starting to move back towards zero, it's something to keep a close eye on because of 12 breaking through the 26 EMA, especially this close to zero, could be seeing what this chart's changing course. This little sell-off is over, and some bullish trend is going to start to come into play with this. Now, volume's picked up the last couple of days off of these bottoms, which is important to note because you always want to see buying pressure on support levels. And now this breaking up through 80, approaching 100,000 shares. Over 3 months, you can see that's historic highs. And that tells me people are seeing this as a buying opportunity on a technical support level. So as always, it comes down to the candles and identifying support and resistance points. And I'm going to cover this line up right through there. But that's the bottom support I definitely want to see hold. It's right there at 18 cents. When the stock came back down a little bit Monday, it held it, bounced back to 20, dipped back down to 18, held it again on Friday. So while it's near term, it's establishing itself as a pretty strong support level. And that's the point I'm going to want to see continue to hold on the downside. Now to the upside, I see a little bit of resistance right here at 24 cents. Now that's what I consider a secondary resistance. You can see it's just not that strong, but there has been several places where the price per share has bounced off of it. But that's a pretty nice upside, closing at 19 cents on Friday, more than 20% to go up and challenge that first resistance point. If it breaks through it, especially on increased volume, it'd be a real optimistic sign that this is a true bottom for LX, and the upward pressure is going to continue. I don't see a lot of resistance again coming in play until up there at highs at 32 cents. Now granted, from Friday's closing price, that's a very substantial upside, and I never look for that sort of thing to happen tomorrow. But what I'm looking for in any chart, especially a bottom play, is a support level to be held, an upward move to challenge the first level of resistance, and any pullback, higher lows to be made, then a break of that resistance, with keeping in mind where the next resistance point is. All in all, it's a very interesting low play chart, and one I think certainly worth keeping an eye on, because if volume starts to come in, the stock price can move very easily. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the LX Ventures chart, but as always, merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.